And for the theory purpose, I have to admit that yeah, I did not study physics NCERT. That's why. Hello everyone, myself Supriya Dubey. I am from Mumbai, Maharashtra. As I got a request from one of you in the comment section to make a video regarding which books I followed in this attempt to score 650 marks. Yes, as I have told in previous videos that I have scored 441 in NEET 2023 and this year I am scoring 650 marks. So let's see which books have I followed this year to score this marks. So beginning with the bio. For bio, I was totally dependent on NCERT. I just referred that. For MCQ practice, out of 441, I got 320 from bio itself. So last year what I did, I attended lectures from YouTube. Yes, last year I was studying online completely. So I attended YouTube lectures from Dr. Anand Mani sir. He teaches very well and his concepts and his teaching is very concise and to the point, and it totally represents NCERT. So I referred that for bio. And for regarding practice, I have to admit, I won't be lying to you all, that I did not practice bio. That's why I ended up scoring only 320 and I lost 40 marks. So this year I decided to score a perfect score of 360. For that purpose, this year I did MCQ practice. Actually this year I was enrolled in Akash repeater batch. So I had modules of Akash. So I practiced bio questions from those modules only. Which helped me score 345. Still, I ended up doing 1 mistake in zoology and 3 mistakes in botany. So I had a score of 345 in bio. Now let's move towards chemistry. Starting from inorganic chemistry. Inorganic chemistry, look, we have to go through NCERT for inorganic chemistry because we cannot skip those chapters of inorganic such as P block and D block. Question can be framed from each sentence and even one word can be framed here and there and we can lose our marks. So we have to read it. I would recommend and suggest you all to read that only for inorganic. Like, don't skip NCERT, okay? You can refer your books or question bank or notes whichever you are using of your coaching modules, but you have to just keep in mind that you have to just read and go through the NCERT because some statements and some lines are not there in your modules or question banks which you will be thinking. So just go through and read NCERT for inorganic, at least P block and D block. I would suggest you to do it later on, like in the end of the year. You can begin it in January because we tend to forget it, right? So if you will do in January, then it would be better. That's what I did in this attempt. Now let's move towards organic chemistry. See, I just completely studied the notes of my classes and for some statements and some uses I read NCERT because for an organic chemistry also we cannot skip NCERT because some of the questions are still framed from uses also, although there are very less possibilities, rare possibilities, but still we cannot skip it. I read for organic chemistry too. At least we have to read haloalkane, alcohol, aldehyde and amines, okay, and hydrocarbon too. We have to just go through once. Even you can do, you can read the theory part from your coaching module also, but I would just suggest you to go through NCERT because as the thing which happened this year, they are putting theory questions also. So we cannot skip it completely, okay. So organic and inorganic, I read the NCERT for the theory purpose, and for the reactions which you would be asking that what about reactions. I used to study from our notes only. Our teacher used to teach the concepts and reactions, so it was all included in my notes. So after coming home, I used to revise entire notes, then I just go through the NCERT. Then once I'm done, then I used to proceed for MCQ practice. Yes, MCQ practice I did last year also and this year also. We cannot skip it. For bio, I just skipped from last year. That's why I ended up scoring 40 marks less than the perfect score. And now let's just move towards physics. So what I did for physics is, as I told about chemistry only, physics concepts and salt examples and important questions, they were all included in our notes which was taught in our classes. Yes, I was from Akash. You can refer your class notes from Akash, LN or PW or any renowned coaching institute which you will be joining or which you will be already going this year. You can refer the notes of those for physics. And for the theory purpose, I have to admit that yeah, I did not study physics NCERT. That's why I just skipped the theory questions which were there in section B. I just searched up numericals and I did those only because there are chances even if one word is not there and even if it don't notice the one word and still we can lose marks. That's why I just skipped those theory questions to remain on the safer side. I just love numericals. Doing numericals, I just solve them faster and with great speed and accuracy. So I just went for that only for physics. Regarding theory, I told that for theory also I did not study it from physics, but you cannot do this year. Like there was a question, atom question, which had a great controversy even in the Supreme Court. So this year for physics we cannot skip theory. I would suggest you all, after one chapter is completed of physics, then you have to just go through and read the physics NCERT too. We cannot skip it. They just frame the question, even they change the one word, and we end up losing marks. So this is the thing. So for the physics we have to do NCERT, and apart from that, once a chapter is completed, we have to solve the questions. For each chapter we have to solve minimum 150 questions at once. Some people, what they do is, after the end of one lecture and one topic, they do topic wise questions. I totally disagree with that, because the thing is, if you do topic wise question, these questions will not be asked in the exam. We should be able, and we should develop the practice of solving miscellaneous questions only, because in the exam we will not get to know we are reading which chapter or which topic. We have to identify, we have to develop the ability to identify, do we have to conserve the momentum or do we have to conserve the energy. So for that purpose I used to solve miscellaneous question. It means that I used to, so once the chapter is completed entirely in the classes, then I used to come home and then I used to begin the questions, and at once I used to solve 100 questions or 150. Like I used to complete entirely, and then I used to move to next chapter. Now regarding revision, like once I have solved the questions of particular chapter, then I used to solve around 50 or 60-70 questions which I've got wrong in the first attempt. Like when I was solving that chapter for the first time, I used to solve those questions later on when I had the chapter wise test. So it helped me to look that whether am I making those mistakes again, whether am I rectifying, whether I've improved those questions or not. If not, still the things used to happen that some questions I'm still getting tough. Like some questions are still there which I'm finding tough, so I had to solve those questions even thrice too. 30 to 40 questions I have to solve those questions even for the third time for improving. But once I used to have confidence, yeah, now I'm done with it. If you throw any question of physics in front of me from this particular chapter, I'll be able to solve. Then once I have this much confidence, then only I used to move towards the next chapter. This is the ability which you need to develop for the physics. That's it. That only I'll be suggesting you all, that you have to solve 100 questions, and for revision you can solve 50 to 60 questions. Now regarding from where to solve, from where have I solved? I solved the question for physics and physical chemistry entirely from the Akash coaching modules. You can solve LN or PW question bank. They give topic wise question. What you can do is, once the entire chapter has been taught online, then you can start doing all the question bank, all the question paper sets, whatever it is. Topic wise it is there, but you can solve it continuously, not alternately, or not after skipping one topic, or instead of doing the topic wise questions, you can solve entire chapter questions completely. So that's it. That's all for today's video. I hope you like this video. Do tell me on what topic should I make the next videos which can help you in your preparation. So if you like this video, do like it so that I'll get to know that you all are loving these topics, and do share it with your NEET aspirants and fellow friends which you think that they should also get to know about these things and it will help in their preparation. And do subscribe so that I'll be encouraged that people are liking my videos and I should do make it more. This is my first video, so let's see how the journey goes. Thanks for watching. Until I see you then, keep hustling NEET champs. Thank you. Bye.